I'm in one of my favourite spots. One of my favourite spots, that's where I am. So if you want to keep watching, it's a different mark on the river. I love this place. Don't ask me where it is. Keep watching. I shall show you the water coming in. I can see it probably about a mile away, glistening, and I shall have to keep an eye on that and see if it's coming in, but it'll just trickle in. So I do want to try and get that this time, because last year when I was here I'd missed it on the last session, so it'll be great to see. And I might even put it down there and just film it and ask Tom. I'm not doing any slow-mo stuff, you know, for on this. I'll just ask Tom to speed it up so you can see it coming, and then slow it down hopefully as it comes, so then I'll pick a camera up. And but yeah, we're here, we're on the Humber. Keep watching if you like this, and you can get past who I am, my opinions. Click the old button, subscribe. Now I've got someone phoning me. It's cut for the intro. Well, I'm sorry about that. That was my daughter ringing. I'm not re-filming the intro because that one went all right until the phone went off. That's part of life, isn't it? Hey? You wouldn't see them professionals on telly and YouTube doing that, would you, eh? They'd re-film it again. With me, you get it all. Limps, falling over, swearing. There's none of that. Not at the beginning anyhow. Got to wait until we're 7 minutes in. Right. Let's get down there. I do love this place. Like I say, don't bother asking me. If you put it in the comments, I'll remove it. No, it's totally changed since the last time I was here. If you go to my videos in October, November time, I think it was, out there was a huge gully coming from this drain, and out there was gullies everywhere, huge deep gullies. Now it's just built up with silt. And I'll tell you something else, this is built up with silt as well, because this was stony like that. These are a lot deeper, these little cutouts. There is a name for them. I'm speaking to a bloke up the top. Bless him, he's had a stroke. He wished me good luck. I said I need it. So I had a chat with him for 5-10 minutes. As a matter of fact, he's gone. He was in his white van. Bless him, he's had a stroke. He likes to fish and that. He says good luck, and like I've just said, I'm repeating myself now, and yeah, look, you can see. So here, where you see these rocks and stuff, yeah, that's what it was like last year. Now, last year when I turned up, there was some big tides. Now you could still walk down there on that green slippery stuff and get onto here, but there really is no point, because as soon as the water's there, it takes longer to get up here, because this, as you can see, is raised from the mudflat. This side it comes in quicker. So first cast will be out this way, and we'll cast off here. You can see this isn't running. I guess they opened the drains up. I think they're on automatic sensors now, aren't they? What's that? Is that a helicopter? Old helicopter up there. So yeah, I think they're on sensors now. Let's get this sock right. Yeah, they're on sensors, I think, because every time I go over a bridge or something, there's like a sky panel there, you know, taking power from the sky before they turn the lights out. And what on earth is that? That's a deer. Is that a deer mark? Well, there's some footmarks there, isn't there? I can't see any more. Oh, here's some more there, look. Another one there, look. And there. So, they come down there. Bless them. I can't see any fish in these pools. They've all escaped. Don't know if there's any crabs. But I'm gonna investigate this place further down, and you may see me there as well, because I'm gonna mix it about a bit this year once I'm off the river. You can hear that wind, it's blowing. You couldn't write this. Thursday I fished over that side of the river and I had a northeasterly wind in my face, which died down. It did die down. And today I've got a southerly wind, which, I mean, I'm not knocking it, but I am pointing to the south. So it ain't good, but you know, I'd have been better off on the other bank, wouldn't I? But I'm fed up. I want to use different rods, so I've come here. I've got a couple of what I call estuary rods now. There are a couple of Daiwa Sandstorms, and I got my Abu 5500s. New leader on one, because the last time I was there I blew it up. If you remember, go back and watch the video, you'll see that I blew the reel up, and I've sorted that out now. There's a twig on here. We'll get rid of that because that'll probably make me fall over. But for fuck's sake, I've got me sugar. Oh, I wouldn't have heard that, would it? It would. Never mind. I absolutely love it here. Look at it. Is that not absolutely beautiful? I can see the water glistening in the channel. Absolutely fantastic. You could even say who. It's Fandabby Doozy. Fandabby Doozy. It's not a joke. Right. Well, I'm fishing and the wife's in the bloody pub, isn't she? Isn't that amazing? I left her in her pyjamas, gonna clean up. I ring up to say Tanisha's in the garden. Where are you? She doesn't answer. She still doesn't answer me now. Yeah, that water isn't coming in yet. Obviously it is coming in, but the gap between the thing hasn't increased. Once it gets so high, it'll come in quite quickly. And so I phone up the other daughter, and I phone Richard up, and Richard says, yeah, we're in Marshalls, we're in Morrison's. I mean, we're in Morrison's, and then we're off to the pub. So she's having a good time, isn't she? That's what it's all about, isn't it? You're only on this planet for a short while, aren't you? They never take me to the pub though. Never. They don't just say you come to the pub. Mind you, I'd probably say no, what's it here? But no, probably I wouldn't with the pub. But there you go. Plenty of time for pub time soon. It'll soon be well, it's good weather now. This next week is going to be absolutely cracking weather. Absolutely cracking weather. So hopefully what I'm going to do is get my reels sorted. Shall watch me just do my reels, and then I'll turn it off and then bring you back. I shall bring you back. We'll face you this way out of the sun. That's what I think. It is quite windy. I'm after some of these bags. Now, you used to buy them off eBay quite regular, and there was quite a few sold for 20 odd quid, and I thought I ain't paying that because this one costs 8, the other one cost 9, I think, or 11. But I've been looking for a year. They just don't come up now. So if anybody's got any of these and they want to message me and let me get on their site and they put it up on eBay, yeah, reasonable price please, I'll buy it. Take the reel and put your cricket bat rubber on. I make these. I make these rounded, so I put a hole punch in. If they're square cut, they'll rip. They'll rip in seconds. If you make it round, it don't rip. Lasts for ages. So I love these rods, and they're only 12 foot long. I wish they were 13 foots, because they do the 13 foots, but the problem with that is I bought 12 footers. Car turned up now with the back door open, so I'm hoping they aren't fishermen. So this is the rod that I got from down south, which Danny brought up for me. If you're watching these videos, Danny, I'm missing you, mate. I'm missing you. This is my original one that I bought 20 years odd ago. Well, you can Google, I reckon, when the first Iowa sandstorm come out. That's when I bought it. And I bought 12 footers because I thought they were the only size rods you could get. I've done it again, haven't I? I've done it again. I've come here. I always use flat leads here. And I got one out in the van. Left it on the floor of the van so I'd see it and think, get the weights, Vern. Don't be an idiot. And I've come all the way without them again. So now I'm going to have to go back and get them because they fish here a lot better. A lot better. I don't know why I didn't do it before. I really don't. Right, he's fishing down there. So that bloke's turned up and he is fishing. So that's lucky. So what I'll do is he's walking that way. There's no one down there. I'm just going to leave all my gear here, and then what I'll do is I shall come back yeah, come on. Can't believe it. This is what fucks me. This is what balls me up, absolutely buggers me, is all the extra walking. I'm taking my camera with me because even if they nick my rods, I don't even know if I've got any rods in the van. I always have a couple of spare rods in the van, just rubbish ones. Not rubbish, just rods that are specifics. So it'd be hard work fishing with them. So, but I need these weights, and I'm gonna go get them. So what I'll do is, I'll bring you back when I get back there, and then you'll see me cast in when the water's coming. But I will show you the water coming in. Hopefully it won't come in while I'm walking to the van, because then I will be mad. See you in a bit. Don't talk then, they might hear your voice. So here we are, the water's coming in. As you can see, look. Now it's built up. This time, October, November time last year, like I say, there was huge gullies there and there's a much more of a drop. And now it's silted up. It's very high, like I said to you, over this side. I don't think I'm going to leave my camera run. That uses my battery up. Look, you can see the water coming in. It looks right good, doesn't it? I've seen it running in faster than that because, like I say, it has silted up there. I presume come later in the year when we get there's a duck over there, when we get the bigger tides again, I would say they'll probably rip all this mud out again. So we've got water coming into this channel. Another air. You can just see it just gently coming in. It's like an old age pensioner. That's what it is. And I ain't even got my rods baited up yet. I've had to walk back to the van, eat my sandwich, can't get hold of the wife. She's probably with the bloody milkman. I shall see you in a bit. Nearly took my camera out. Right. Right, that's baited up quick. We've got the water in, so there you have it. You have to just put up with the sun for the minute. Flounders and they'll be alright. Right, this one's going out not very far because very far at all. Don't need to really. The amount of information I've had from here, it's good to be where I chucked it. So I fished one rod down there to make it easy. See if we can get this up here. Only I've got it a little bit too. So, oh no. Put that like that, and then let's readjust it. There you have it, and here we are. So we got the water in to here, it's all round the bottom there already, and so we can fish this side. This side is a lot more built up. Never used to be, but it is, and the reason for that being built up is because of this. Silt comes and it stops here. It's literally probably 12 inches, 14 inches to the mud from the top here, and down here it's probably 3 foot. But there you go. We've got a bit of mist over there now. It's not quite so clear to see. The wind is still quite strong. I hope this mic is doing its thing, and that's where we are. We are fishing. First cast out was quite a little tiny feathery throw. There's no distance at all there, but let's see if the fish follow that water in, and if they do follow that water in, my 2 little baits are there. I've got my other rods up there ready, so when I go that way I shall then get the other rod out. I could even get that rod and hull it out from up top. I might just do that. So I might just take some worms. I haven't put my drag on because you never know, there might be a 12-pound bass out there. Take my little tiny ragworm. Sounds like a pterodactyl. I watched Jurassic Park 3 yesterday. This is how bad it's getting, and only watched some of it. Came in on it halfway through and I had to turn it off because the little dinosaurs were getting harmed. And I've said to the missus before about it that I can't watch that because they're going to get hurt. She says it's fiction. I said it don't matter, I can still see them, they look live, real to me. So I've got my brakes on today. I've got my brakes on, my mag on today. Here, got it on full, and the reason for that is I've got the wind in my face. So I've got brake blocks in there, so it isn't ever gonna, well, you can, if you snap at it, you can bird's nest it, but unlikely with a smooth cast. You don't need a mag really, but it's safety, isn't it, really? Oh, my bait's over there. So I'll finish this now. That water come in quick, didn't it? What's the time? Woman, wife won't fill me up. Woman. Oh, can't say that, can I? Oh, you bigot. Aren't we all? So yeah, I love fishing here. I love using these rods. I bought 2 MALICIOUS 5.5s, 5 reels to fish here. Look fantastic on the rods in black. But then I picked up these green Magalites, absolutely mint, 5.5s, and I now don't need the MALICIOUS's. So I've boxed them all up. They've got ceramic bearings, they've got ABIC 9 bearings in. I did put the bearings in, but I've got the original bearings to go with it. And I shall be selling them soon, because I need the money. And I ain't ever going to use them, because I've got Abus. And the green to the yellow, well, that's Norwich City colours. So up the Canaries, that's what I say. This is my little bit for the Canaries in Norwich, showing my support. Let me just show you. What do you think to that, eh? Absolutely stunning, isn't it, eh? Nice flashy writing, makes it cast a lot further, you know. And it's 12 foot. It's 12 foot long. Now, I haven't heard of any woman complain about a 12 footer before, so I'm not complaining. Right, I'm gonna get 2 worms, go up there, bait up that rig, and get that chucked out over that side. Matey boy that was there, I was talking to, he was a nice chap. He said to me, cast into the grasses and that, but I don't want to lose my gear. But that's probably where the fish will be. I'll see you in a bit. Right after that starts banging, we'll reel it in. Right, we'll chuck one out here. That reel flies, absolutely flies. Well, be nice if this wind stops. It's blowing like southeast, something like that. Right, we've got one over there. That reel flew. Didn't go out far, but the reel was smooth, silent, and it just went whoosh. Do you like that? A bit like me when I'm on my motorbike and I'm going like that, but no, that went beautiful smooth reel. Love them. Oh, sorry about that squeaking, but let's just what you get. Yeah, so the water's in that side, but not down there. Could walk down the end of the pair, and I could have chucked one down that way. I'll probably do that. I'll wait until this, I'll give this a little bit of time with this rod that's down the bottom, and then I'll bait up with the worms down there. I need to get my baiting needle. I'll bait up down there and hull it over that way, and that'll be just that side of all these creeks, and then I'll have to reel like crazy to get it in. I've just had a tuna sandwich, well, half of one. I haven't sat down much. I forgot to take my tablet before I left from them. Can't believe that. Took that, what, 2 hours late. So it now means I could have been in halfway through my next tablet, and I took it at 2 o'clock, so my next tablet's at 6. So it's a bit of a pain. It's a bit bright. I might put my sunglasses on. So I'll see you in a bit. That's where we are at the minute. There and there. It's absolutely beautiful. This is why I come here, and this is why no one else will. Not good on fish. Probably won't even catch a thing. It's that poor down here. Watch my videos, I aren't lying. See you in a bit. Right, let's get this reeled in. Not out far. Baited up, and then we'll chuck it to the left, I think. Still got a bait on, so that's a good thing, isn't it? Worms are still moving as well. Get this chucked out to the left now. That wind's blowing a bit, isn't it? But it ain't gonna go far because I've got the wind right into my face. Right, let's get you in shot. Right. I hope I've gone to the left far enough, because if I haven't, it's going to get snagged up. So I'm thinking I've just cocked up, but never mind. I'll get this on the tripod and I'll bring you back in a bit. Well, it's hard to see. But the tide's coming in now. Oh, I've got a bit of an echo, eh? Echo! Must be these stones down there with the wind blowing, probably. I don't know. Hello! No. Anyhow, water's coming in, as you can see. Let me just double check. Yeah, that's it, right. So I've got one rod down there. One rod up there. So, get down and have a gander myself, can't I? I know what I'm talking about. That's what I'm going to do. I've got my favourite places to fish as I stand there now. In no particular order is here, Salton Bay in the Lake District. I love that place, but I can't get there now. So that's the second one. Hardy Slip in Galston-on-Sea is a favourite of mine. Two more. Well, there's a beach on Holderness Coast, which I ain't going to say where it is. So that's number 4. That buoy that used to be out there is gone. I don't know where that buoy's gone now. And where else? Well, I've got 4. Is there a 5th? Now, there was nothing. There were some fantastic beaches in Devon that I fished. I'd have to look up the one that I caught all them fish. I caught shitloads of fish on rag. That was my best ever session on rag. If you go into Devon, ragworm is king, I think. Some people will say it's sand eel, it's crab, but I caught on ragworm. I've never caught on ragworm to that extent. Another beach. See, I like it nice and quiet, don't I? Let's say south bank of the river. I do enjoy that. You know where I'm on about. Anywhere along there, over 400, 500 yards. Fantastic. So there's 3 there that I won't even tell you where they are. Look at this water coming in. And to be honest, I don't really fish prolific spots. There's areas to the left and right of me that absolutely fish really well certain times of the year, but I like it here. Short walk from the van. Well, it ain't a short walk. I had to stop 4 times just to get my breath back and take some more painkillers, so it's not great. So I'm going to get this in actually. I think I'll move you up here and I'll weigh you up, you know, sort you out. I guess you can see that. I shouldn't have to really move a lot, to be honest. Let's get my rod up. was lucky. I thought my bag might slip. Right, let's get it on there. Ow. So, I'll sort this out now. There you have it. Now, I'll tell you what I'll do. Right, I have got ragworm today. I bought it. I know. Shock horror, fresh bait, eh? Yeah, I know. I bought it on Thursday with the intention that I knew I was coming here. So I'll absolutely love it here. I really do. I don't care if I catch. I don't care. I just don't care. I hate the hour-and-a-half drive. You have to drive through the Clive Sullivan way at 30 miles an hour, which isn't a problem. But as soon as you get out of that and it's still carriageway, it's still bloody 40 miles an hour. They could raise that to 50. And then on top of that, when you take the right turn and don't go through Headon, it's a fucking nightmare. It really is. 30s, 40s. And I don't mind, it should be 30 through every village. But as soon as you get out of the village, it shouldn't go 40, yeah? It should just go straight to 50 at least. But no, whoever prompted that council, and I expect they all live in them villages, they've done it 30 and 40 mile an hour all the way through until you get to this, there's like a storage place, I don't know what it is, on your right, and then, yeah, you've got a straight road in front of you and nothing but fields, and you're doing 40 mile an hour, and then you could do 60, and then it's just normal. You come to a village, it's 30. You come out of the village, it's 60. But when you're driving on that bit from, you know where I mean, when you get to that first village and it's suddenly 30 mile an hour, you can have fields either side of you and it's 30 mile an hour. It's an absolute piss take, in my opinion, and I only ever say things in my opinion. I'd love to be on that council because I'd have put the kibosh on that, but they don't, do they? I expect they all agree all the time so they can have what they want done agreed. That's what it's all about, isn't it? They all shit in the same clog, don't they? And that goes from councils, in my opinion, to governments. And if we vote this government in again, then, well, I don't know what to say. I mean, look at London. The idiot, the bloke's been voted in 3 times. You just can't work it out because people don't get off their arse and vote, do they? Oh no, they don't change anything. Well, it would do if you got off your arse and voted. And then you moan about it. Well, you can't moan about it, can you? I know you can, but you can't really, can you? Because you didn't take part. And then we have to put up with all this crap, don't we? Back in Europe, aren't we? Soon. We'll have to wait and see, won't we? We'll have to see if what they're saying at this moment in time is going to take effect, and we'll go in through the back door and give up our fishing rights, join the bloody European army. And what's the matter with that pigeon? It's got a really purple neck, more purple than normal. It looks black. And trade agreement. That's enough of that. I am excited. I've got 2 rods out. I've got that one on there. I ain't fussed. I do like them rods, you know. And they're nice and soft. They've got a fantastic tip. They're only carbon. Do you need glass tips? Not really. Not really. So yeah, water is coming in. Look at that. See my little feathered friend there? And I've given him bread, and he just walks past the bread. He's not interested. Hope he don't get washed into the water, bless him. What's he after? He obviously knows what he wants. Just the wrong time of day, mate. The water's coming in. He's after the bugs, believe it or not. Now I can't go down to my rod because I'll upset the pigeon. Catch a pigeon, eh? I'm not going to burst out into song. I'll see you in a bit. Right, let's get this rod reeled in. It's been out a bit too long. But I wanted to sit down on my box after all the commotion and stuff. Commotion, you say? Well, you got to remember, I'm a cripple. So, sorry about it being wobbly. But put you there, and then hopefully you can see this fine-tuned body. I'm glad I went back to the van and got those weights. I can't see if you can see my weight. I'm sure you can. You don't need to see the top of my rod, do you? Right. Still got bait on, so if there's a flounder right there, that would have took it. Big tide today. Hello! If this wind died down a bit, it'd be absolutely cracking. I am so pleased I haven't been on the beach. Now to all you out there that keep saying, you're in the river again, Vern, I know, but you can only fish these marks like this on the big tides. So you've got to go where the tide and weather dictates, don't you? And I'm afraid to say, it's here. It's one of my favourite marks. It's certainly not prolific, because there's further other places that are, but I ain't bothered about that either. So, because at the end of the day, I'm applying new tactics today, because I was chatting to people last year, this year and today. So what was that, 15 yards? That's what you need to do. We shall see. Right, let's get this other cup. Got a 5 ounce weight on that one. No, a 6 ounce on that one. 5 ounce on the other. They're both Holden. So, right, let's get the other cup. The wind is not cold, but it is a bit chilly. Does that make sense? What I think I'm trying to say is, I'm not cold, but that wind is doing its best to make me think I need to put my coat on. But I know if I put my coat on, I'm gonna get too hot, aren't I? That's what it's going to do. That's what it's going to do. It's going to... Does that make sense? It's like if the wind was blowing... If today, with this sun out like this and the wind was blowing from the east, yeah, I'd have a bloody Gansey on and a bloody coat. So that's what I'm trying to say. Because it's southerly, it's a bit warmer. But I'm going to stick it out and then I'll put my coat on, I think. Because my coat will knock the wind out. And once that wind is out, I'll be alright. So that's what the plan is. If I put my hoodie on, that'll only be because it's cold. So I'm gonna blow my nose. You don't need to look at me. Yeah, I don't want any more hassle with women. That sun, I do apologise, but I'm afraid to say there's not a lot I can do about it. It's got a long way to go yet as well, still quite high up. It sets over there. That's the state of play at the minute. I shall bring the left hand rod in 5-10 minutes. I'll have a drink and that, and then bring that in. But for me today, it's about being there. That's what it's about for me today, because it is stunning, absolutely stunning, and I don't care if I catch. Oh, look at that! We've got some grass waving about. Bit of B-roll here. Hey, doing it and I don't know I'm doing it. How good am I? Yeah. Will life get any better? That's the thing. I don't think it will. I think it'll just get worse and worse and worse. But hey-o, at least you're all right, ladies. You know, you can now go in to your toilets and you ain't got to wipe your seats. So it's fantastic news for you, ladies. It's about bloody time. Say no more. That's all I'm gonna say, in my opinion. I'm gonna come down now. I'm gonna bring the dog over here and I'm gonna go for a walk and have a scout about and see what there is about. I might even tell the wife she's coming with me, and I'll do a bit of fishing as well with the dog, so that I can get used to do. I'm gonna get a bag, I think. Probably, I'll tell you what I could do. I could get a bag like these dry bags that I've got, but get a smaller one, and I'm gonna fill it with sand and do what John does. I don't need the bags so big as what John has with Scoop, but then if I fill that up and tie a rope on it, that bloody dog ain't going anywhere, and then I can fish and have the dog with me. I'll keep watching these rods. Hopefully they'll go off in a minute. See you in a bit. Alright, let's get that. Let's get that in. Then I'll probably have to move the tripod up. Need to go under, knit one, pearl one, and go under, so we'll put it in. Move the tripod back and get this back up here. We've got nowhere to stand, you see. That's a bugger, isn't it? Do it from up there. If I put you here, you should see me, shouldn't you? There you have it. New bait on. But the hooks are still on. Got the weight. That's all you have to do. Now I'm sorry my trolley was in the way, but that's what you have to do. Ooh, bugger, 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 bugger. So I'll get this baited up. I walked down there, what, 50 yard, and it just gave an angle for it to pull free. And that's what you have to do. I've only got 17-pound line on there as well, so I thought it was going to snap, but it didn't. Very strong line that. Can't get it anymore. I wish I'd have bought 2 at the time, but there you go. Then it's a 13,000 metre spool of line. I ain't got it all on there now. Got over 20 reels that I've lined up with it. So never mind. Right, I'll get this baited up and I'll bring you back for the chuck out. I'm going to chuck to the right. Well, sorry for the jolting. That bent the, when that was snagged, that bent the wire on the weight. So I pulled with my line that wire on the weight. Now if I had the thick wires, like everyone seems to be getting these days, I wouldn't have got it out with her. So I've moved over here now, so the sun's behind me. So what I'll do now is I've got my water out. I've had half a sandwich. I shall oh dear. Just sit down and relax, I think. Don't need to do anything else. If there's any fish about, they'll bite me up, won't they? If there isn't any fish about, it'll be a blank. Simple as that. But I couldn't think of anywhere better to spend a Sunday afternoon than here. Because Collie Minogue hadn't rung me up, and the wife, she didn't say go out anywhere. So that was it. That was me two girls. My two girls in my life have so I come fishing. Still not the right weather yet. This wind, yeah. And perhaps I'm a bit fussy. Perhaps that's it. But I'm just want a day that's sunny, but not too sunny. I.e. sunny, but not hot, with no wind. Or just a 3 or 4 mile an hour wind would be nice, occasionally. And obviously blowing from the west. That would be great, because I could go on the beach and savour that day. But that day is coming. That day is coming. It'll be here soon. There's got to be one, ain't there? And look at the sky. Look at the sky. It's blue. They haven't switched the lights out yet. £50 million for experiments in releasing particles in the sky to block the sun rays. Now, when I was talking about that at Sandylands when I was fishing with Tom, I reckon everybody thought, oh, he's gone wappy, ain't he? But it's true, and they ain't just started it, they've been doing it, ain't they, in my opinion. In the news, it's all over the news. In the papers, the Telegraph, it's all over YouTube. You couldn't write it, could you? when man starts fucking about with the planet, with animals and ecological ecosystems, there's only one outcome, and that's a total fuck up. Everything's on this planet balanced. There's hedgehogs, there's plenty of hedgehogs to be eaten by badgers, but the badgers are struggling eating them, and they are all getting run over, you know, and so on. But here we are, splashing out loads of money on solar farms, and now we're going to switch the bloody thing off. The planet isn't overheating, the planet is just doing what it's always done, because as you all know, it was warmer during the Roman period. That's why they wore frocks. That wasn't because they wanted to, I can't say it, they just wore frocks. That's what they wore, tunics, whatever you want to call it, because it was warmer. If it was colder back then, they'd look like flipping Eskimos, wouldn't they? But they don't. I'm going before I get off on it. I'll see you later. We'll keep an eye out, because if a load of planes go over, it could get cloudy. See you later. Look there. Let's hope you see it again in a minute. There he is, look. He's getting closer. Can you see him there? Sammy the seal. Please don't bite me up. I was then thinking about putting a squid on, and I was going to put the squid on and on a bigger hook for a bass to put more scent in, just to try it for a couple of casts. But if there's a seal there, I ain't gonna bother, because it might give off enough smell for him to go investigate and chomp on it. But he seems to have gone again now. He just popped his head up and was looking at me. Isn't nature fantastic, eh? Seeing that out today on the bank, and then seeing a seal looking at you, and then he came closer. Perhaps he needs some glasses. Right, I'll bring you back in a short while when I reel this left hand rod. I think you'll get me all there. I'll go like that. Mike at Case to Tackle gave me some more weights a while back and I forgot to bring them. I've got these fin weights. With the look, let me show you. That's a fin weight. You see the wires? Well, Mike has given me some weights that are the same, similar, well, they aren't the similar shape. They're the flat kite shape, but they've got ridges in them, but no wires. Now, I've got some fin weights without wires, just didn't think about it. So next time I come here, I shall bring those weights, and hopefully I won't get so snagged up because I'm trying to fish closer in. So I'm going to hit this one out a bit further, slightly to the right. Ain't going to hit it out any further, I'm just overhead thumping it. Right, it's getting a bit warm in this coat now. I've put a neck collar on as well, I'm getting warm round there. But the wind was just blowing on it and making it uncomfortable. Sammy the Sealer's gone. That rig, you probably would have seen it actually when I show you the weight. Top hook, size 2. They're both size 2s. I've got squid with the guts, just cut it in half, with 3 or 4 ragworm on. They're only little. I shit out of luck with the ragworm. They're perfect for a match fisherman, but I don't think there's enough there to put enough scent out. Anyhow, that's what I've got, that's what I'm using. And the bottom hook had just half, the other half of squid on with its guts. The head I threw into the grass for Mr. Fox tonight to get. But yeah, here we are. What is the time? Let's have a look on the old time check. It is 23 minutes past 6. So very shortly it'll be high water, if not high water already, because I go by Immingham and Immingham is miles away. I know that what the tide is at Immingham, and I know where it comes to here. So I've had some more information on that, so it should help me in the future. I'm trying to fish close in, but you saw then I was caught up. But that line is unbelievable. So jarred off I didn't buy 2, but that was during the cough. Do you remember the cough? When we couldn't get nothing, and I just went on eBay and there was this line, Sakuma. I can't remember what it is. Sakuma anyhow, but it's like a ice, or not ice, and it's brilliant line, so strong. I've used it here. This is that line's bent a hook out, so, but it's been caught up on the weight. Should use rotten bottoms, Vern. Probably should, yeah, probably should, but haven't needed to as of yet. Haven't had to as of yet. Let's put this here. Up there. And we'll put that there. Whoa, you bugger. Can't look at that, do you? Beautiful, isn't it? Absolutely beautiful. This coot has stopped all the wind. It's fantastic, this coat. Yes, it's a lot of money. It cost me £170 and it needs a wash as well. You can wash it in the machine, and clearly when you wash it in the machine it's still waterproof, because the material is like a rubber material with like a micro towel type fleece bonded onto the inside. It's fantastic. It is so light, in matter of fact I might just weigh it at some point. Yeah, I might just weigh it at some point and let you know how much it weighs. It weighs nothing. It packs up to nothing as well. You know, you can crunch it up into a small little... Well, rigs have fell on the floor. Can you see them there? Rigs have fell on the floor. Look, let me show you. I don't think you can see them. See them? There you go. See my rigs down there? There. That's my rigs, look. So, yeah, and what it does, clearly, just stops the wind blowing through you. And then your body heat inside with the fleece material, it just holds the heat in. If you start walking about like I've done walking up there, you can get a bit hot, but when you sat down and just walking to your rods and stuff, it's perfectly alright. So I've tried the fresh worms, and I tried them the other day at the river dinner, and it was perfectly alright, wasn't it? But I only pulled out the one fish, but there isn't a lot about. I know you're saying, why aren't you on the coast, Vern? Well, it'd be just as windy there. I've got a chance of catching a bass here, and there isn't a great deal coming out on the beach. There is the odd fish coming out. There's always a fish posted, but I also hear a lot of people saying there's nothing about. I've gone fishing and ain't caught nothing. So it'll change. I'm hoping this week I shall be on the beach. There'll probably be a bit of low water fishing. But there you go. I reckon Tom might have played some music then. I reckon the right hand rod is going to be snagged up as well, because I've casted that into that bloody grass area. It's quite... there is a learning curve for fishing here. Now I could move 50 yards and could possibly be into a pile of fish straight away. But that's what it's like on any beach at the river. Any river, really. You can move 50 yards and it could be a different day. Years ago, I used to move 20, 50 yards, if not further. It would pay off sometimes and sometimes it wouldn't. But you got to do everything you can. But for me now, it's just a bit too much hard work. And I enjoy fishing this spot, so that's why I'm on there. It would be lovely to catch some nice fish. I'd love to bring you some nice fish, but you can only do what there is on the day. Right, let's get this drilled in. I think I might have left that one out a bit long. You know what it's like when you're wind hasn't slackened, it's still really windy. I'm going to chuck this. That one's over there. I might chuck this. Let's just hope I don't get tangled up, eh? If I get tangled up, you never know, do you? Talk about getting tangled up. It is chilly now. Sun's dropping in its heat intensity. Just got to really thank my lucky socks that there's no cloud coverage. I've got a big dog coming now. Look at this big bugger. See him? I think he's placid. He's alright, isn't he? Look at him. He's a big bugger, isn't he? Let's hope he don't eat me. Well, you won't believe it, but I've just been... He's a lovely bloke. He's a lovely bloke, the farmer. But I've just been talking to the farmer and the bloody tide's gone out, isn't it? Bloody lovely bloke, the farmer. Absolutely cracking bloke to have a chinwag to. But boy, did he tell the story from A to Z. To the point where it was a part of the story where he was saying yes it did, and the other one was saying no it didn't. We got all of them. Yes it did. No it didn't. Yes it did. No it didn't. He must have done it about 7 times. But the thing is, it happened more than that. Because he said, well anyhow, it carried on like that for 5 minutes. I'm watching the water and I'm thinking I could get on that, I could get on that, and then look at it. We started talking when it was level, when it was on here, and now look at it. We lost 8 inches of water. Right, I'm gonna it's in slippery, it's lovely it is. I'm gonna go down here and get this in, get it cast out again. Oh, we've still got bait on it, so that's a good thing. Right, let's get some worm on it, eh? Thank you to everyone that's subscribed to my channel. I don't think this bait is very good. I think it's so tiny. We'll chuck this out, it's going to be out. I've tried it in close, keep getting snagged. This ain't going to be out far, put it that way, because into the wind for a start. Is that about 40 yards? It's about 40 yards, that's all. There's not a lot else here I can do, to be honest. So we're on here, on the outfall pipe again. I ain't got long. This will empty first, the same as that filled up last. I ain't going to walk on this end bit because it's a bit green. So I'm fishing this side. There I am. I'm going to go get that other rod and reel that in and put that to bed. But I'm going to bring the rig down here to freshen up for my next chuck out. So I'll go get that now. You can watch me just waterfall. I might as well put you that side, don't I? Right, that froze. First ever time I've had a GoPro freeze on me, so that happens as well. So yeah, 8:53 that got to filming. God knows where it stopped filming. I will check it out, but everything that I film will be filmed. Apart from that just froze. I couldn't turn the camera off. It's battery out job. GoPros are a bloody nuisance. Will I get another? I very much doubt it. Right, what I was gonna say is, I've put this rod away. I've got my squid rig brought in and freshened up with more worm, and that'll be the next cast out and the last cast. I'm gonna put this away, see you in a bit. Right, we are filming. Let's get this in, get the last one out. We ain't got long, we've probably got 10-15 minutes. Reeled that in without the drag on. Well, it was on, but just not on full. As soon as it got near the end, I had to tighten it up. Right, worm is still on. I think the last of this ragworm, I'm just going to salt it when tomorrow. Give it a salting. I'm casting out a flapper rig into a wind, yeah, that's coming literally across here, and it's blowing my rig that way because that's the way the wind's blowing, and it just kills the cast. You can see it goes up and dies. One, it's because I ain't putting a lot into it, it's a flick out. Two, it's a flapper rig and it's bouncing around, the wind slowing down all the time. But I'm told you don't need to cast farther and you can cast over them. Well, that to me is casting over them. I should be casting around here, and I may have another cast. If this doesn't do anything, I might just chuck out short where I know there ain't no grass and stuff. We shall see. But up to now, this is the last cast. You will be the first to find out if it isn't. Show you around a bit. So we are here at the minute. You can see that the water was up there, halfway up the bank it was going, on a 7.53 at Immingham. When you get the big 7.9s, it's nearly to the top. That's the difference. But you got all this mud showing now. The channels are there, you can see them, which are scarred out from the tides. Here, where this water is breaking, you can see the rocks on the bed. That's how low it is there, because it rises up there. You can see the weed going down there in a straight line. In a bit you'll see it the other side. That's the channel for the drain. So I'm casting out here, and I haven't caught. I ain't bothered. Look at this, beautiful, beautiful. Look at that, absolutely stunning. That's the main thing what I've come for today. Well, I've come for the tide, because it gives you a longer chance to fish. But I have been told more information, so there's more opportunities for me to fish here, because I just enjoy it and I don't want to blank. I do want to catch, but that is absolutely stunning, that, isn't it? Tom, that could be the thumbnail, mate. I'm looking at my rod for the thumbnail. Do you like that? That was a good bit of acting, that, wasn't it? I'll do it again, look. And we'll give Tom the option, with and without an act. Did you like that? I liked it. I think it's quite good. That sun going down is lovely. I prefer seeing it going down than rising, because for it to see it when it rises, you gotta get up early in the morning. Hope you've enjoyed this video. There's nothing in it, as in fishing, as in catching, but there's plenty of fishing in it. And at the end of the day, I do fishing videos. So I've come up trumps again. I've given you a fishing video. I'm sorry there's no Ferris wheels, dancing girls, sheds full of lovely women and stuff that you can visit and stuff like that. Game of Monopoly, there's none of that. Pop concert, I ain't got any of them. It's just me turning up there and fishing in this environment and you seeing it, listening to the water. And if you've enjoyed that, click the old subscribe button, drop us a comment and give us a thumbs up. Helps me algorithm. My subscribers have gone up again. I'm right chuffed. I've been less opinionated, you see. At the end of the day, I want the channel to be successful, so that I can keep going fishing in this present climate of prices of everything going up. If you know what I'm saying. It's got to work for me, otherwise I'll just have to go fishing less. I've got quite stuck in my ways as well this every Wednesday. I don't know, apart from Graham, probably a few others, but I am quite regular. I am. See you in a bit. I could wait another 5-10 minutes, but I ain't gonna. We've got tufts of grass just starting to show, but I'm all right out there. So literally, I could wait another 10 minutes, quarter an hour. But there's been nothing about, has there? I had a couple of taps earlier on that I thought, is that a bite? But the wind's been so harsh, it's just probably a wind bite. So whatever the seal was doing there, coming to say hello at me, I don't know what he was doing there, because there's definitely no fish, not today. The chap that I spoke to, who has had his van parked down there, he's gone. He fished down to the right. It's a longer walk. And yeah. Oh, we didn't catch, did we? But that's not what it's about, is it? I couldn't care less really. The only thing is that it's nice to bring a fish to the table. It's nice to bring a fish to the video for you to see, really. That's all. These reels are worked a treat today, and I've been snagged up twice, 3 times, and they haven't let me down. Got a bit of weed on there. This is the problem, you see, as that gets... Look at that. That wind's blowing it. Bit of bladder wreck. Bigger baits, put them on just to see if there was a bass about. A flounder would have took that. They're only size 2 hooks. You might not think it, but they are size 2. But yeah. We have tried our hardest, haven't we? I'll certainly give it a good go, haven't I? It's not as if I haven't. But there you go. Now let's take all this up. That wind hasn't stopped all day. It's you know when they say it's 20 mile an hour and I take a measurement and it's like 10, they never really get it right, do they? But today, I don't know if they got it right, but today when I took a reading, because I've got that wind meter, haven't I, I'm gonna have to go and do this on my own there. When I got the took the wind reading, it was blowing, gusting to 15, and sometimes if you ain't got a wind meter, you'd think 15 was 20. It's the wind is a lot stronger at lower miles per hour than you think. You think it's always higher, and it isn't. So it has been quite harsh, really, wind-wise. But at least it's a warm wind. You bugger. That bit was slippery. Sun's gone down behind the cloud now, so I'll put you on that whilst I get round there. Sun's coming, isn't it? Right, let's get round here. Might be able to take all this up in one. Everything from down there. Well, fantastic. What can I say? What can I say? Let's go here, shall we? Oh, I can just turn it by this, can't I, plonker? Right. Well, oh, it's got that on, hasn't it? That should be alright, shouldn't it? Yeah, we'll put that on as well. Right, let me just blow my nose. Excuse me. Well, I've enjoyed myself shitloads, so that's the main thing. If I'm enjoying it, that's what it's all about, isn't it? Now I've got the wind blowing this way, I don't know if you'll hear me. Right, I'm gonna have to do this. Yeah. Right. Now then. We'll leave that alone, shan't we? Yeah, I've really enjoyed myself. It has been what the doctor's ordered. I come over here because it was the right tide for the right mark, but it didn't work out. I also was able to use different rods. I like using the multipliers here because it's just flat mud. There's nothing harsh. There was no weed, luckily, so leader knots was fine in the river, so I didn't use my fixed spool, which worked a treat for me. Just enjoyed myself. This is where I wanted to come, and I've come here. So beaches will be coming up soon. I don't know why I worry about it, because it's about me going fishing where I want to fish into. But the weather, I think it's blowing easterlies again next week, but I think it's not blowing as hard and fast. I mean, when I talked to John, he said it's freezing on the beach, and I've had enough of cold. So thanks for watching. There's been no fish. I will strive next time to bring you a fish, and there's nothing else I can do, is there? I either catch one if it's there, or I don't. Thanks for watching. It's been much appreciated. If you've got this far, click that old subscribe button. I'll see you anon. Now, I haven't heard of any woman complain about a 12-footer before, so I'm not complaining.